Hello there, I'm James from Elite Pre-Owned Vehicles and welcome to this gorgeous sunny summer evening here in Bromley and this video presentation for this equally gorgeous Range Rover Sport. The car has the very highly sought after 2.7 litre turbocharged diesel engine, just over 92,000 miles on the clock, a good service history, and it's just passed its MOT with no advisories. On its last service, the car also received a new cam belt and water pump, and it had a major service. Overall, the condition of this car is excellent. It is also commensurate with its age and mileage, so please don't expect a brand new car in showroom condition. With that said, it's my job on this video to highlight anything that isn't commensurate with age and mileage, and then it's your job to decide whether the car's condition is acceptable to you or not. The first part of this video will be a brief walk round of the car's overall interior and exterior for those of you that are a little bit pushed for time and just want a brief understanding of the car's overall condition. The second part of this video will be a much more detailed analysis, and we'll talk about things such as tyre tread depth, brake condition, paintwork, specification, interior, and so on. So that's the first part of this video over with. Let's get into the more detailed analysis. So we'll start from the front of the car. As you may imagine, there are one or two small stone chips on the bonnet. A bit difficult to make out on camera, but nevertheless there are a few, and a few around the front bumper. Apart from that, this front bumper is looking in pretty good clean condition. No major scuffs, scratches or dents. Looking at this wing here, as we move down this near side, it's in good condition. Just a very tiny light surface scratch just there, but again very, very small. So here we have our first alloy. As you can see, it's in mint condition. 22-inch alloy, just been professionally refurbished. Diamond cuts and anthracite grey, and they look absolutely fantastic. Premium tyre, and plenty of tread left. There's a 1mm lipping on that brake disc, so plenty of life left there. Moving down this near side, there's really not very much to point out on here, on this door, I should say. Very occasional sort of small stone chip, that kind of thing, but very, very minor stuff. Moving further down the near side, all looks pretty straight from here. Again, we're looking at very, very tiny surface scratches, that kind of thing, very minor stuff. Certainly nothing that detracts from the overall look of this vehicle. As we look down this near side, we can see we're pretty straight. No big dents or anything like that, no nasties hiding there. And onto our second alloy. Again, in mint condition, just been refurbished. Absolutely stunning. Again, we're on a premium tyre, and plenty of tread left. And there's a 0.5mm lipping on that brake disc, very, very light lipping, so again, lots of life left there. One final look down this near side. Very, very straight looking car. So onto the rear of the vehicle. As we can see, we've got chrome quad exhausts. Really looks fantastic. Very, very light scratches just here. Again, we'll probably polish out with a bit of T-cut. Similar story here, but nothing. This is all original paintwork. It's not been accident damaged. It's not, it's not had a really big sort of shunt or anything like that. Just very, very light scratches that that you would expect for an age of for a vehicle of this age and mileage. Certainly no nasty wax or anything like that. Looking down this offside from here, same as the other side, very, very straight. Onto our third alloy, as with the other side, just been refurbished. Not a hint of scuffing anywhere, no lacquer peel, nothing like that. Just a nice, fresh, sharp looking alloy. And we're looking at plenty of tread left there as well. And there's not anything with regards to a lipping on that brake disc. So again, lots of life left there. Moving further down this offside, that's not a mark. That's, well, I don't know what that was, but it weren't a mark. Nothing really to talk about again, just we're talking little fine surface scratches, nothing really. Looking at this driver's door, again it's just that kind of very, very light. I almost feel like I'm trying to find something to point out here, but it really is absolutely nothing. Looking down this offside one final time, again very straight. No hideous dents or anything like that. Quick look at this wing. Nothing to report here. Really can't see anything. No, nothing there to report. And we're on to our final alloy. And again, for the sake of completeness, as I've mentioned 3 times now, newly refurbished alloy and not a mark on it. Tyre tread depth, at least 3, maybe 4 mil there, plenty of life left, and again it's a premium tyre. So we've got 4 matching tyres, 4 brand new alloys, refurbished alloys I should say, newly refurbished. Lots of life left in the brakes. I don't think I did that disc, did I? Yeah, there's a 1 mil lipping on there, so plenty of life left in the brakes. In terms of the bodywork, aside from very fine surface scratches here and there, not many of them, it's in really, really great condition, this car, and it looks fantastic. Really does look absolutely superb with those alloys. Look at that, fantastic stuff. So we'll get on with the interior, but first let's take a look at some paperwork. Just bear with me while I grab all this out. So let's start with the logbook. I'll just cover up the details there for data protection. As we can see, 1 former keeper, plus the 1 on the logbook, so that's a 2-owner car. We have a spare key, hiding away there. MOT certificate, passed with no advisories. Fantastic stuff. And we've got a bit of service history as well. So we've got a service on 4,500 miles. Then we've got one on 14,745 miles, and they are both main dealer stamps. We've got a main dealer service here at 59,913. We've got a major service done here, mileage 70,456. And then we've got another major service done here, 80,027 miles. And then the most recent one, which is the one that I had carried out, and we can see from the mileage 92,069, so it's current mileage, and it was a major service. And as you can see there, timing belt done, water pump, and it needed a turbo hose doing as well. And as you can see from the bill there, nearly £800 spent on it. So this car's been really well looked after, with no expense spared. Brand new MOT with no advisories, spare key. So to sum up the paperwork, again, it's been really well looked after. Let's take a look at these seats. Nice black leather in good condition, no rips, no tears, no burns. Car smells fresh, it's not a smoker's car. Electric seats. Into the back, nice clean carpets and clean seats. Lovely stuff. Pop into the boot. This is of course the split tailgate, if you're not familiar. You can either open the car, or the boot I should say, that way, or push that button there and the whole tailgate opens up. As we can see, nice big boot as you'd expect on an SUV. And look at that carpet, gorgeous, clean. As I say, smells fresh, no sign of smoking, no sign of pet hair, anything like that. Into the driver's side rear, again with nice clean carpets, good seats, no splits or tears. And finally into the driver's seat where the magic happens. And let's take a look at that driver's seat. There's a small amount of wear just here, but again it's very minor stuff. There's no tears, it feels firm. There's no holes or anything like that. Typically on a car of certain mileage and age you would expect to see, you know, a split or a tear there, but none of it. Again, it's just been really, really well looked after. Original Range Rover mats, which is good stuff because they're expensive to replace. Electric mirrors and electric windows. Multi-function steering wheel, which controls the cruise control and your telephone. As we can see, we're automatic. Nice smooth gearbox. Plenty of storage space. There's the controls for off-road, should you ever need to drive onto sand. What else have we got there? Rocks. Not quite sure why you'd go on rocks, but there we go. That's what Land Rover have given us. Let's fire this beast up. So, ignition goes on. All the lights come on. Just turn this air conditioning down, which blows ice cold, by the way, incidentally. All the lights come on, starts first time, and all the lights go off again. As I mentioned, the air conditioning all works, blows super cold. As you can hear, radio works, God bless Elton John. Headline is all nice and fresh and clean. And we'll pop the bonnet, which is open from the other side. Because of course the beating heart of this creature is this silky smooth 2.7 turbocharged V6 diesel. As you can see, it's a nice clean engine bay, and as you can hear, that car ticks over perfectly. No nasty noises, no rattles, no knocks, squeaks or bangs. I've driven this car personally for 40 miles as a road test, as I do with all the vehicles that I retail, just to make sure that everything is working. And it drives without fault. So I'll just turn this off so you can hear me. There we go. Take the key out, stop it bing bing binging. Land Rover do love a bing bing bing. So there we go. You've seen it all. Fantastic looking car. And she could be yours. So the next section of this video, I'm actually going to take it for a test drive and film that. It'll be the first time I've done that, but it's something I feel that will benefit you watching this video. So let's see how that goes. God help me, but please do bear with me. I'm Virginial at driving and talking at the same time to a camera. So let's see how that goes. And fingers crossed it will benefit you when you're sitting at home trying to make a decision whether this car's for you or not. Hi guys, so as promised, or should I say threatened, we are going to go for a bit of a test drive, which is obviously one of the most parts when you're looking to buy a car, is you want to know how it drives. So you've seen everything. I've showed you the outside, I've showed you the inside, I've showed you the paperwork, and now we're going to see how this car drives. So how does a car drive? Well, I've driven it, as I say, personally for about 40 or 50 miles, as I do with every car that I retail, because I want to know that things work, and I want to know that the cars that I'm selling are as well prepped and as spot on as I can get them. So the car drives as good as it looks. That's the biggest compliment I can pay to the car, is that it does drive as good as it looks. It's nice and smooth. The gear changes are nice, they're not clunky or anything like that. The steering feels quite tight. The suspension is nice and soft. It's a nice pleasant ride. It drives exactly how you would hope that this car does. As you can hear, perhaps you can't, but the bleeping there is the parking sensors. So when you go over bumps and there's no horrible noises, no rattling or clunking, creaking, anything like that. It drives without fault. That was rather embarrassing. I actually pulled over to get some fuel, and got out the car and realised I'd left my wallet indoors. So the good news is that I'm not going to get mugged or lose my wallet, but the bad news is I might not get home at all, because the fuel light is on and I don't have my wallet. So this video may well not end well. But anyway, never mind that for now. We're just about to pop onto a bit of dual carriageway. As I said earlier in the video, we're going to get a little bit of speed up so that you can see how the car handles. So we just sailed past 50 miles an hour there, and we're getting up towards 17. As you can see, I can take my hands off this wheel and it sits perfectly. It doesn't pull to one side, accelerates quickly. There's plenty of power. There's enough power if you're concerned about getting a 2.7 diesel in this size of a car. I wouldn't let it put you off at all. There's plenty of torque. There's plenty of power for acceleration. So I think you've seen enough of me waffling on for now, and you've probably had enough as well of me waffling on, and I can't take you any further anyway, because I may not get home. So I have to get my wallet and get some fuel in this baby. So to sum up, you've seen everything now. You've seen the exterior, you've seen the interior, you've seen the paperwork, and you've seen how it drives. You've seen everything. The purpose of me doing this video, all joking apart, is that it's my intention to sell you a car remotely. You're sat there watching this video, and I want to sell you the car before you've even left your house, wherever you may be, on the train, wherever you happen to be at the moment. So I want you to watch this video and say, yes, James, I want to buy this car from you, and the only thing I need to do is to make the journey over to you and verify everything you said on this video and showing that your photographs is accurate. And that's ultimately all you need to do. If you like the car and you like what you see, just book an appointment. You can contact me on 0800 689 3845, which is the best way to get hold of me and fastest way to get hold of me. Or if you can't get to the phone, you can email me. Sales at elitepreownedvehicles.co.uk, or you can pop onto my website and you can contact me through there, and you can see my other stock, find out a little bit more about me and my business, although frankly you've probably had enough of me already. And most importantly, you can see several 5-star reviews, genuine 5-star reviews from my previous happy customers. So I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. You probably didn't, but at the very least I hope you found it informative and useful, and it's made your decision that much easier as to whether you want to actually invest your time and effort into coming to see the car. And if you're in the market for this particular car, I think you'd struggle to find one that's just had cam belts and water pumps done, major service, and 22-inch alloys that have just been refurbished. And you know, is my car the cheapest one out there? No, it's not. It isn't the cheapest. Is it the most well prepared? I think so. And I think you'd struggle to find one of similar age, similar mileage, that's had the level of preparation that this car has had. So I hope that in that respect you found this video useful, and yeah, I look forward to showing you this car. So thanks very much for watching, thanks for putting up with me, and I hope to see you soon. So what we'll also do is take the car up to a bit of speed. We'll fire out onto dual carriageway, and you can see how the car drives at speed as well, because it's one thing driving over some speed bumps at 30 miles an hour, but of course it's another thing to drive a car at the maximum speed we can legally in this country, and see how it handles then. So sit tight, I'll be back in a second.